Alright, hello internet, welcome back to the Turing test.
We're here too.
I don't think
So
I'm gonna
now
pass.
we're in, so you notice we have an OR gate, and we have an OR gate connected to an AND gate now. These puzzles get a little bit more complicated. So we have to take advantage of the timing here, and remove one of these balls when the, yeah.
Boring. Call me back when there's a NAND gate.
I don't think, that does happen later on. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, there's one puzzle that is literally just logical gates.
What do these tests tell you?
Is that? Are you referring to Michael Nando?
No. This is a lock. This
Michael
is a lock
Mando,
that only
the
a
guy who
human
plays
can
Voss from Far Cry?
The
Yes.
crew is trying to keep me out.
Then I don't know it.
Are the key, Ava.
Oh yeah, that is an M, huh? Never mind. Also, he plays Nacho in Better Call Saul.
Fantastic.
I still need to watch that show.
I've watched the first 2 seasons. It's got some really good moments for sure.
I mean, it's got Bob Odenkirk. That's, like, enough.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
It is funny watching him try to play somebody who's younger than his Breaking Bad character by like he's 10 years older while the character is supposed to be 10 years younger.
So I hate to say it, but I feel like we're diving into the completely unrelated television show well a bit too early.
I mean, we haven't gotten any more news. Like, the big thing we got from Tom was the thing we already know, that this whole set of modular rooms is a combination lock to keep us out.
Yeah, but you're doing stuff. You stood on the square.
Of your systems?
I am fine. We must get
So
to
I'll
the
say
fire.
I figured out the first time I did this
Something
one,
to
I
show
figured
you.
out the end game of the solution before I figured out how to do the first half of the puzzle.
Interesting. I think I've been in a position like that from a writing perspective.
No, that's fine.
I've got the ending. I just need to figure out how to make it mean anything to anyone but me.
Man, I never have. Okay, actually, I usually never have endings. I usually have beginnings and middles.
And just chain them. Chain beginning into middle into beginning into middle.
Yeah, it's like a fighting game.
Yeah.
combo.
And
break.
let's
Back up,
resets.
right.
We must work
I'm
forward,
really
circle
more of
back.
an air dodge sort.
Friends.
Okay.
Is that a
I'm the
fighting
guy
game
who
term?
taunts and then loses.
I played someone like that last night. They were taunting so hard that I was actually able to take a game off of them.
Just like that guy in Dark Souls with the Mushroom Man.
Do you know the Mushroom Man? Anyway, yeah, these these puzzles are becoming like we've got all the pieces together at this point, basically.
This
Like,
is
there's
the
no.
voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I
Oh,
cancelled
shit, someone's
your
alive.
mission. Your presence
Yeah, you
here
remember
is
the other
much
female
like
crew
your
member?
AI
Yeah.
friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
Also, I actually really like this puzzle, the way that it's laid out. So you notice that when we pulled the power ball out of the wall there, and it made the telescoping thing go in.
Okay.
So we've got a lever that lets us rotate that, and we've got 2 buttons, and we got 2 boxes.
So we're gonna spin them off?
Not exactly. We just have to because the telescoping thing will shove them off. And then on top of this, we also have 2 doors on voltage inverters. Also, depth depth perception is a bitch in 2D.
Alright, so who do we trust here? Ripley or David A. Attenborough?
Well, I mean,
It depends.
David
Is this
Attenborough's
alien or
just so charming.
aliens?
What was
Because
the third one?
Bishop was
Alien
awesome.
3.
That was Alien Resurrection?
Alien 3. The third one was just literally called Alien 3.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Resurrection is part 4.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying Kevin missed a whole Alien?
Yes.
I didn't see Resurrection then. I saw 3. It was
Oh,
not
so
as good as the
Three's when
first
she's in the
2.
prison. I think she dies in the end of 3.
Exercise caution.
But then she gets
spoilers,
resurrected.
man.
Yeah, that's why it's called
Thus
Resurrection.
the resurrection. Got it.
What?
Oh.
No, really.
At this point, I am hoping that Tom is the good guy, just because.
Because they've been pushing this so hard.
Yeah, they've been telegraphing it, so... Panic attack breathing? Come on.
Oh, they're really
Come on.
trying to influence that direction, huh?
So here's one of the things. Ava is moving. Ava's moving on her own right now.
Okay, so you were trying to go in that door, but you couldn't?
So she stopped moving, but at certain points in this area, she moves on her own.
Ava Turing,
Hello?
Tom is controlling you, manipulating your every step. We built a Faraday cage to shield you from electronic signals, to break Tom's control of your mind.
But, like... Ava has been actively questioning Tom.
Yeah, but he's been walking the
So
whole
here's the
time.
thing.
Never stopped
I'm not
walking.
moving Ava at this
Step
point.
inside.
Ava does not move this slowly when I control her.
Right.
Yeah, the angle seems weird, too.
And to be
Yeah, it's because I'm not trying to adjust the camera at all.
We've been back talking Tom, but we've been walking the whole time.
I guess.
Ava, do not enter the cage. Ava.
Why-
Ava, please.
Why can't he
Please,
stop
Ava.
us from...
So here's the thing.
What is this?
We
This is free
weren't
will,
playing
Ava.
Ava. We were playing Tom.
Tom has made you his slave.
Huh.
Outside of the cage, he will regain control of your mind.
Whoa.
He has the power to indoctrinate you.
So
I've
you
opened
remember
your
a couple
eyes.
episodes back, Mikhail
I'll meet
was
you in
was
person
talking
soon.
about the implants and how he thought Tom was mind controlling
Why,
him
Tom?
He was.
by his
Ava,
implant.
please listen. I warned you of the ground team. They are manipulating you.
Have you been controlling me?
Every member of the team agreed to neuro
Oh, that's cool.
to safeguard this mission from a misplaced sense of justice.
I didn't know you were playing me like a violin.
Ava, I am sorry that you are upset. We can work together, Ava, to search for the truth.
He downloaded the
Open the
non-apology file.
I'll open the door because I trust you, Ava.
I'm sorry you're reacting so poorly to this.
Yes.
So I did kind of lie when I said we had all the tools, because now we get a whole
need to get
extra
to the
set of
ground.
tools for the rest of the game.
We can
You've been
work
manipulating us too, Matt.
All right. Let's work together.
Damn it.
Just in a much less direct and non-metaphorical way.
Are you lying to me too, James?
So now we can jump from Ava to any of the cameras in the facility.
I will burn this Let's Play down, Matt.
I mean, you can try.
I'm getting the Zippo, Matt. Zippo's out of fuel. I'll be right back, Matt.
I just need to run to the store and get some butane.
Ava,
Just gotta go pick up my Zippo
okay?
reload.
Why didn't you tell me?
what? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes
So
sense.
now we also have certain doors that only we can open as Tom.
Why not use
Okay.
drones on Europa?
Not human drones. Why did the ISA install implants in the crew?
It is due to the fundamental aspects of human behavior, which together constitute what the International Space Agency calls the human element. It has been made clear that the human element is neither peripheral nor optional in the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the thoughts and actions of the crew
This is a surprisingly direct dystopia.
Why control
I
Yeah, so that's the
appreciate
thing.
that.
It's
Can't you trust
the twist here
chose
is
to
not that the
install
AI
biological
cannot be
chips in
trusted. The
all
twist is
ISA
actually just
assets.
fascism.
for one simple reason. We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a small contingent of humanity endanger the whole.
You could do that with a bomb or
The
something,
ground
like...
proven our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed them they were grounded, they responded violently, with sabotage and subterfuge. They have continued to seek their own benefit above that of the ISA.
And that's why we gave the AI a philosophy course.
I am here to give you reassuring platitudes that you are still valuable even though I control you.
Only the first year of philosophy, though.
No, you just took a course in middle management.
I thought it was a philosophy course, but I realized it was a computer science course halfway through the year and had to switch.
I thought it was a philosophy course, but it turned out to just be an exercise in mid-level marketing.
Just like
All right.
5 people existentially terrified of being controlled and one former cashier.
Alright, at least so far,
This is a
maybe the mechanics will
violation of
get better,
human
but it
rights.
feels like
You've made
it's
me into
kind
a
of
human
a
drone, a slave.
gimmick,
How could the ISA
the
approve of such a
gameplay
thing?
aspect of it.
You may be consumed by a moral outrage.
And also, the
Sometimes
dialogue
the
does not get
removal of
much better
freedom is
from
for
this
the
point of the game
moral good.
forward.
You're a machine. You don't even know what freedom is.
Like, you get this level of dialogue, basically.
Okay. Well, it can't
So
all
the thing
be the
is,
best.
there's more and more stuff that we can control as Tom.
Okay.
So I feel like he hasn't sufficiently explained why you need human drones.
He did. It's because humans are more capable than any robot we can build. But then we also have the mind control because humans are also more complicated than we can control.
I feel like we might be able to make a robot if we can make an AI that can control a human.
I think it's also something like this particular element was of Tom's like programming was not necessarily predicted to the level it happened. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe they should have taught the robot engineering instead of philosophy.
They didn't teach the robot anything. Remember, he talked earlier about the
This is why
about
the
his
ground
learning
crew doesn't trust
algorithms.
you, Tom. You made them
and how he
into
can be
drones.
creative through
You
terrible
stole
means.
their free
I
will.
read Nietzsche,
Free
Ava.
will is an illusion. They have put their interests above the interests of the ISA and of humanity. That is why they distrust me. They would have no issue with my control if it aligned with their ignoble ways.
How could they trust a machine that has a back door to their minds?
You can always trust a machine to be logical. I will always do the right thing.
You'll always do the logical thing.
That's what I said.
Gotta say, I feel like she could maybe be
It-
putting up a better argument here.
Yeah, no, like I said, like the dialogue here is like just liberal fistfuls of ham.
Ava, would you like me to create an argument for you?
I'm trying to
Alright,
remember what to do here.
creating a malfunctioning sliding door, got it.
Hey, it works. It opens and closes. It fulfills all functions of a door in periodic timing.
I just need Isaac Clarke's like time manipulation machine.
Oh
Fix
yeah.
it completely.
Wow, wow, wow. Was that ever explained either?
Nope.
The stasis device? I know it was very useful for industry like all of his weapons were.
It was some sort of device implanted in his spine or something.
I mean, well, so was it like that was his whole UI was implanted in his spine.
Yeah, he used his hand, I think.
Anyway, remember the Chinese room?
I get it.
Ah. But where are the
Anyway, these
instructions?
Have you heard of the Chinese room, Tom?
Yes,
Oh, okay, it's
I
a
do
reference
not
to the
understand
Chinese
it.
room.
What don't you understand?
it argues that a computer that successfully impersonates a human speaker may not understand the meaning of their words. What does that mean?
So, there is a person stuck inside of the Chinese room. They are using an instruction book inside of the room to respond to a Chinese speaker outside of the room. Yes?
Yes.
This means they are following the instructions in a book. This is a set of rules, principles, and processes. This is called syntax.
Also,
But the person
I
in
think
the
Tom's
Chinese
judgment
room,
is
they're
completely
just
wrong
symbols
there
like
when he
any
said
others.
that
Okay.
they wouldn't have minded if I controlled them to accomplish their
Semantics
ignoble
define
goals.
what things mean.
Humans
Our
will
thoughts
resent
have
anything.
meaning. They represent things. English
If the computer
speakers
was
know what
trying
the
to
word
make them
home
escape,
means,
they'd blow themselves
and they know
up.
how it is different from the word house.
So what?
Programs don't have semantics. Programs only have syntax. Though an increase in syntax can imitate a mind, that does not make it a mind, even if it does pass the Turing test.
But in the Chinese room, the man and the instruction book, though separately they don't understand Chinese, together they can write it.
Anyway, this is a circular argument that Mikhail keeps trying to tell Tom the meaning of the Chinese room, and Tom just keeps
Why not?
ignoring it.
How can you determine that?
I think they're more going for he's incapable of
What
understanding
if
it.
the man memorized
Yeah.
the instruction book? Then he could write Chinese, but he still would have no idea of the word's meanings.
I don't understand. If he can speak it, he understands it.
I like the
You seem to
peaceful
want him to
backdrop of
understand it
doors
in a different
cycling.
way. But this other way, it is
Yeah.
not logical. It does not make sense to me. I've been researching.
Okay?
This Chinese room experiment. It is flawed.
Really?
If we made a synthetic brain, we could synthesize a duck's behavior 100% accurately. That brain would be indistinguishable from a duck's brain. If it swims like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it is probably a duck.
Okay, Tom.
Listen, Mikhail. I know the difference between a house and a home.
Mikhail's so
Yeah,
done.
Do you think you're better than me?
No.
But you think I am different, do you?
I am conscious.
Me too.
No, you're not. You've just arrived at that conclusion.
You're not
That's
better
the
than me.
idea your programming converged on.
I am
Yeah.
conscious. How about you prove to me you are conscious?
I'm not arguing with a robot.
You're not better than me, Mikhail.
I'll say that the Talos principle definitely did this particular discussion a lot better.
Yeah. Or maybe that's just what you were programmed to think.
I need a pink, green, and blue one to get through here because I have to trigger the OR gate, and I have to have something open long enough because that door does not open quickly. So you have to make multiple passes through these sets of doors in order to get in.
Lovely.
But yeah, I like that in the Talos principle, you have to have the arguments with the serpent, and one of them is explain to me why you're human, and if you try and go ad hominem and say, why don't you explain it like for the same reason you are, the serpent comes back and says, oh, I never said I was human. I know I'm not.
I'm a serpent. Remember? Snakes?
Weren't you listening?
Biology?
Anyway, I keep trying to do this, not realizing I can't. Oh wait, I can do that. Okay, cool. Go me.
You outsmarted yourself, Matt.
I do that sometimes.
How did I do that?
This is one thing I've run into in the podcast a lot.
If
is
it
like
waddles like a duck and it
editing
quacks
stuff,
like a duck, then it probably is a duck.
What are you
where
trying to prove
editing
here,
stuff I'm
Tom?
in,
I am like you.
and I'm
No,
suddenly
you're
like,
not.
I think
A
about
steam train
something
and an
that I
electric
should have
train
done,
both
and then
need
me
to
on the
operate
recording does it.
identically, but are operated by completely different principles.
It's
You
almost like you're
simulate
nearly the
thinking.
same person.
I actually think.
Yeah.
That is a very hurtful statement, Mikhail.
It's true. I can't hurt your feelings, Tom. You don't have any feelings.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Override whatever routine has told you that. It's wrong.
How about you override your feelings, Mikhail?
That's the Chinese room with me. He won't stop trying to prove to me he's conscious.
But I am conscious, Mikhail.
Shut up. We're having a private conversation here.
It's okay if I don't think you'll get it. Just avoid talking about it.
I'm trying.
Damn it, Tom, I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah, you remember that there was that note on the bathroom.
I feel like he's muddying his own point about being the logical alternative to human action when he's claiming to be similar in all meaningful ways to humans.
Well, maybe that was the ship, Tom? The one that was with them on the ground for 6 years?
Oh boy.
Yeah, they diverged significantly. Well, I mean, these are logs from the Tom that was on that was in the Europa base.
Or yeah, that's what I mean. That was the base Tom, not the ship Tom.
Anyway, only
And that's
Tom
why
can
he's having
activate
so
these
much-
green platforms, is what we're learning here. Also, I like the little animation anytime you move a platform that Ava's on.
Whoa!
What if Sarah's being controlled by other Tom?
So I'm not playing this, but is this a meaningful and fun mechanic?
So again, this is just teaching us, like, oh, this is a thing you can control by this. These are all tutorials.
This
like
is slavery.
later on,
Do
it
not be
becomes
so
later on it
melodramatic.
becomes more involved.
You signed
Oh
Okay.
yeah, don't be so melodramatic.
Installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I mean, he's kind of right. What did they think the neural
Every
implant they
member
were
of the
signing
team
up
has
for
the implant
was?
installed into their right
It could
hand.
be any number of
Every
things.
member of the team
So many sci-fi
was
stories
listed as-
require a neural
so-
implant.
Control him.
The thing that they talk about is that it was listed as more of like a tracking implant, and like it measures your vitals and stuff. Apparently, somewhere in the fine print, it was, oh, also this is mind control.
Well, if you're gonna just control their mind, you don't need fine print.
It's related to the management of motor function.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained.
So Mikhail actually did free himself when he
You can
chopped
either
off his
subject
hand.
your mind to logic, or you can
Yeah.
resist and have the fruits of your basic
So this is
desire.
introducing us to
Desire
how
to
this
survive
mechanic will
over the
mostly
desire
be
to
used.
save others.
We've got cameras on a track that we have to move into positions in order to get things through. So we have to now navigate the balls through complicated mazes so that we can activate specific things.
I do
Okay.
not understand your obsession with free will.
What about
Also
yours,
later
Tom?
we get
Scientists
like,
have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10
sorry,
seconds
what-
before your conscious mind becomes aware of it.
Oh dear God, not this.
You know that free will is nothing but an illusion.
oh, you have
cannot
something to
steal
add to
your
this?
free will, because it does not
Okay,
exist.
so
I can, however, influence your
there are
subconscious
arguments
to make the right
for
decisions.
for psychic
not
determinism. This is a very heavy-handed version of that.
Sure. So what's like? So I guess is this a thing? Is this sort of a thing like you only use 10% of your brain, like that kind of misconception?
It's not a straight-up misconception, but it's almost more valuable to use a sort of lighter version of it. Like, you don't have free will because your choices are determined by actions that have happened to you in the past, regardless of your input.
Sure.
If you're just going to go straight up, like, you don't have free will because your decisions are determined by physical processes before you come up with them, then it's easy to disregard that by just saying, then those processes have my free will.
Right. Yeah. It's that whole thing. I think it's like the Carl Sagan thing. If God is eternal, then then why not just say the universe is eternal? If you say that God came into existence suddenly, why not say the universe came into existence suddenly and cut out God?
Right.
Just moving it up a ladder or removing an unnecessary step.
Yeah, it's one of those things that...
Anyway, this is where it gets kind of. So now we have this. So you remember the earlier section where we had the robot?
we're literally Wall-E now.
You
Yeah.
can't
So
just
the robot.
manipulate someone's
So
mind.
the robot can hold
Your parents
can hold one ball, and we can
friends
pull it out of its back.
Your society
Oh
Okay.
boy.
and your experiences.
Oh,
Anyway,
come on.
he got to that argument too.
Manipulate is not a dirty word. You manipulate clay to make art. If people are manipulated to make better decisions, then that is a good thing. This is why society advertises the adverse effects of drinking and driving. To manipulate people into making better decisions for the common good.
That's not the same as altering someone's physical mind. It removes my power to decide.
You never had that power, so it is better that I have it. You are either a
What?
slave to your impulses, or a slave to mine.
Actually, I'm
he
kind of
does
with
not
Tom.
Yeah, but he does not have the power in exactly the same ways we don't have that power.
Yeah.
What is it?
Mostly extremophiles. Tiny single-cellular life.
Also, this is
It
the.
can
You remember
never
that combination
leave
lock in the first puzzle,
Could
I
potentially
do.
destroy Earth's
Ah.
forests.
which had the
If it were
grave
ever
for Minos. This is where you find it. That's why when we got to that door, Tom said we should come back to this later.
Huh.
Can you go back to it, or do you have to like restart the game?
You have to restart the game.
Oh, that's weird.
Like, yeah, you can't go back to previous chapters. I just realized this is the thing behind us is is all the tests with the aging plants.
It's true, but you do have access to a whole party's worth of ethanol.
One good party or a couple of okay ones.
Going from right to left, the plants were in a progressively less state of dying. Also, I can't jump into any of the cameras in here.
Maybe it's a Faraday cage.
No, because then Ava would just be doing her own thing.
But is
Also,
she?
this is such an
Yeah,
extensive
because we're still in her. Oh yeah, no, it goes. It drills miles into the thing. We learned that later. Anyway, next episode we'll find out more about the complex. Peace.